Imagine this. You're standing at the edge of a forest. Behind you is everything you've ever known, the comfort, the noise, the expectations of others. Ahead of you, mystery, silence, a path to something greater, but only if you're willing to step into the unknown. Today I'm sharing a story about transformation, how disappearing from the noise of the world could be the first step to unlocking the best version of yourself. So, are you ready to take that first step? Let's dive in. 1. Step back to move forward. There's a story about a man named Daniel. He lived his life on autopilot, endless routines, toxic relationships, and goals that weren't even his own. One day, he made a decision that changed everything. He disappeared, not physically, but mentally and emotionally. He unplugged from social media, stopped seeking approval, and took a step back from the chaos of life. In that silence, Daniel found clarity. He asked himself, "What do I really want?" That moment of stepping back became the launch pad for everything he achieved later. The lesson? Sometimes you have to pause to find your direction. 2. Eliminate what doesn't serve you. Think about your life like a garden. Imagine Daniel again. After stepping back, he realized his garden was overrun with weeds, toxic relationships, bad habits, and clutter. So he started pruning. He let go of a job that drained him and stopped spending time with people who didn't inspire him. It wasn't easy, but every weed he pulled made room for new growth. The result? A life filled with purpose and people who truly mattered. So, ask yourself, what's taking up space in your life that doesn't serve your growth? 3. Rebuild your identity. With the weeds gone, Daniel began rebuilding. He asked himself, who do I want to be when no one else is watching? He started small, reading books that inspired him, practicing gratitude and setting boundaries. Over time, he noticed something. The world treated him differently because he treated himself differently. That's the power of rebuilding your identity. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming who you've always been deep down. So, who are you becoming? 4. Master new skills, new habits. Transformation isn't just about thinking differently. It's about doing differently. Daniel knew this. He started waking up an hour earlier to work on his side hustle. He learned how to manage his finances and even took up public speaking to conquer his fear. Were these things hard? Absolutely. But each skill he mastered became another brick in the foundation of his new life. Remember, the person you're becoming requires skills you don't have yet. What can you start learning today? 5. Reintroduce yourself to the world. After months of hard work, Daniel stepped back into the world. But he wasn't the same man who left. When people asked, "What's different about you?" he didn't have to explain. His actions, his confidence, and his energy spoke for him. And here's the truth. When you transform yourself, you won't need to tell people. They'll see it. So when it's time, reintroduce yourself with pride. Let your transformation speak louder than your words. This isn't just Daniel's story. It can be your story too. The world may expect you to stay the same, but you don't have to. Disappear from the distractions, transform in silence, and come back stronger, sharper, and unstoppable. The question is, are you ready to take that first step? The world is waiting for the new you.